So A.R. Butts wrote a book called The Hoax of the 20th Century. Germany to eradicate Jewish people never happened. This book is actually banned in Canada. You can't import it into the country. You can't mail it using Canada Post. If you happen to have a copy before the ban took place in 1984, congratulations, you can keep it. But that's about it. So why is this book banned? However vile we may find his personal views, why is it banned and should we ban it? If we view history as a series of discrete facts, if we view it as names and dates and all of that, then this book is indeed very dangerous. It teaches us the wrong facts. It teaches us the wrong dates. So if this book teaches us the wrong facts, then we're in trouble. But if we view history as a series of living, breathing arguments and opinions and debates over what our primary sources tell us, then this book actually provides us a valuable perspective because it shows us what someone who wants to disprove the Holocaust has to actually do to prove their point. So, for example, in this book, he claims that there is no evidence for gas chambers, for mass gas chambers where Jewish people were killed. He claims that the buildings they say were gas chambers were in fact showers, that there is no eyewitness evidence of the gas chambers ever having been used, and that only approximately 1 million Jewish people died in these work camps, mostly because of starvation and disease caused by chaotic conditions near the end of World War II as the Allies were approaching. That sounds vaguely reasonable if you don't know anything else about the Holocaust and about World War II. But if you have the facts, if you know that there are primary sources out there that you can dig into and that you can use to rebut someone's opinion, then you're in trouble. But if you do know those facts, if you do go out there and look for them, then you can see things like we have the blueprints for gas chambers, and surprise, surprise, they were not actually made to carry water. We have requisition orders for Zyklon B gas, tons of it. We have eyewitness testimony from German officers who, not all of whom, were actually on trial for their lives. We have eyewitness testimony from the Jewish people who were forced to participate and help carry away the dead bodies of their fellow camp inmates. We have actually a couple of fragmented diaries that were found at these camps. Yes, there's more out there than Anne Frank that describe some of these atrocities. These are fragmented diaries that were found buried in these camps. This is incredible stuff. There's valuable sources. And if we teach history solely as names and dates to be memorized and then forgotten, we miss out on all of the rich history that you can actually dig into. And we leave students vulnerable to conspiracy theorists who spout nonsense but appear to know a great deal of facts. Ultimately, what we want students to be are critical thinkers. We want them to look at something like this and think, I don't know if this guy knows what he's talking about. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. And we want them to actually go out and find the evidence. If they can do that, if they can go and find the evidence in his archives, then we've created students who will grow up to be adults who think, who question politicians, who look into policies, who aren't willing to accept anything just because someone says so. And if we create the society of people who think and people who question, then we can forge a society that can truly, truly say, never again.